Every HTML element, for example h1 here, is an object when it comes to DOM. And to select that element, we use query selector followed by the name of the tag. I'm storing that element in a variable called header. If we go ahead and check out the value of header, we'll see it is the element that we selected. Now what if I want to see that element in an object form? To do that, we use console.dir and we can see this element in an object form. There is also another way of looking at any element in an object form by just doing dir header. And we'll see the output of console.dir and just dir is same. When we look at properties of that element, we'll see there are a lot of properties. And I know it feels a bit overwhelming when you see it for the first time. But don't worry, what I've done is I have selected the properties that we will be using most of the time. And that is just 8 of them. We'll get to understand each of these properties one by one. So we'll start with inner text and inner HTML. Let's go ahead and check the value of inner HTML of header. And we'll see it is understanding DOM. What if we want to check inner text of header? And we'll see it's the same thing. When we are looking at it for the first time, we feel maybe both the properties are same. But that's not true. Let's see where the difference lies. So here we are trying to update inner HTML property, and in that text we can see we have hello. DOM is wrapped in code element. And because we are updating inner HTML property, let's see what happens. So when we press enter, we can see the style of DOM has been changed to monospaced font. That means whenever you use code element in HTML, you'll see the font of that text gets converted to monospaced font. So here whenever we are using inner HTML, what happens if you have any element inside your text, it will get converted to the specific style when it will render on the browser. Similarly, if we go ahead and do the same thing, but instead of updating inner HTML, we update inner text, and we'll see the difference. When you update inner text property, nothing gets converted, like the code element didn't get converted to a specific style. So that is the difference between inner text and inner HTML. We will move on to next 3 properties: children, style, and tag name. So let's start with the simplest one, that is tag name. So header, the tag name will give us the name of the element in uppercase letter. How about selecting some other element? So we are selecting an element with a class of info, and we can see that is our div element. When we check the tag name, we'll see it gives us name of that element in uppercase letter. This property is mostly used for you to know which element is that. Let's move on to the next one, that is children. If we say header.children, we'll see there is none right now because there is no children of h1. So we have another element, that is div. How about if we check children of that element? We can see it has 2 children. So this div has 2 children, that is image and ul. Similarly, if we go ahead and say okay, div.children, there are 2 children. So I'll select the first one, that is ul. And here we can see what are the children we have for that. So we can see we have 5 children here: h2, h3, li, and a. And if we look at here, we can see h2, h3, li, and anchor tag. So children property lets you know what are the children of that element. If you want to change, you want to manipulate or something, you can do that. Now we'll move on to style tag. And it is very, very important and very interesting also. Like we have header. There is a special property called style, using which you can change the style of any element. So here I'm saying header.style. You can apply any CSS property. Like let's start with color. So we'll say color is equal to tomato. And when we do that, we can see the color of h1 got changed to tomato color. Similarly, you can do anything, like we can go ahead and say header.style.background color. And one thing to notice here is, like in CSS, it is background color -cased. But because this is not a valid property in JavaScript, we convert that into a camel case. We can go ahead and say black. And when we do that, the style of header got changed, no background to black background. If we just check header.style, we'll get a huge object with all the property that we can see. And you can set any property that you want. You can play around with other elements. So using style property, you can update the style of any element using JavaScript.